if you are a man over the age of 65 and you feel like your body just doesn't listen to you anymore, I need you to listen to me with your full attention. What I'm about to share could give you back 20 years of your life, not just in time, but in vitality. Just 3 months ago, a gentleman I'll call Carlos shuffled into my office. He looked at me with those weary, hollowed-out eyes I've come to know so well in my practice. "Doctor, I just can't do this anymore," he sighed, and his voice was heavy with defeat. In that moment, I knew I couldn't keep this secret to myself any longer. My name is Dr. Drevelynhartwell. After 20 years of treating men just like you, I've uncovered something that modern medicine often overlooks. A truth hidden in the very vegetable your own doctor probably told you to eat more of. That same one sitting in your refrigerator right now. The one you believe is your ticket to good health. It could be the very thing silently sabotaging your energy, inflaming your prostate, and stealing the vitality you cherish. Carlos was a familiar story. Like hundreds of men I see, he was a retired professional, a loving grandfather, a man who had been a pillar of strength his entire life, only to now feel profoundly betrayed by his own body. When I looked at his blood work, the story became clear. His testosterone was practically non-existent, but his estrogen, the female hormone, was alarmingly high. I asked him about his diet. He proudly explained that on his cardiologist's advice, he'd swapped red meat for healthier choices. Soy protein shakes for breakfast, tofu tossed in his salads, and soy milk with his morning oatmeal. Suddenly, all the pieces fell into place. You see, for a man, soy acts like an imposter. It's packed with compounds called phytoestrogens, which are plant molecules that cleverly mimic the effects of estrogen. Imagine your hormone receptors are like locks, and testosterone is the one true key. Phytoestrogens are like a pocket full of fake keys. They jam the locks, blocking your real, vital testosterone from doing its job. For a man over 65, whose hormone levels are already in a natural decline, this is like pouring gasoline on a fire. And the problem is this imposter is everywhere. It's hiding in protein bars, salad dressings, meat substitutes, and even the bread you buy from the store. The food industry loves it because it's cheap and you're consuming it, completely unaware of the hormonal chaos it's creating. Carlos stared at me, his face a mask of disbelief. "But doctor," he stammered, "my cardiologist said it was best for my heart." "And in some ways he's right," I replied gently, "but what might be good for your heart could be devastating for your manhood." The solution for Carlos was simple. We purged all processed soy from his diet. We replaced it with whole, real foods. Eggs from pasture-raised chickens, wild-caught fish, and quality poultry. In less than a month, Carlos walked back into my office, a new man. He stood taller. The light was back in his eyes. "Doctor, I feel like I'm 50 again," he said, a genuine smile spreading across his face. The real proof, however, came in a phone call from his wife. She was crying, but these were tears of joy. "Doctora," she said, her voice thick with emotion, "thank you for giving me my husband back." But there's another enemy, one that will shock you even more because it's so deeply woven into our culture. I'm talking about corn. Now, please, don't misunderstand me. I'm not talking about a delicious ear of grilled corn or the traditional, handmade tortillas our grandmothers made. I'm talking about the ultra-processed, industrialized corn that has infiltrated our food supply. Let me tell you about Javier, a 62-year-old from Bogota. He came to me with aching joints, a bone-deep fatigue that never left him, and something he admitted with a great deal of shame, erectile dysfunction that had plagued him for 2 years. He proudly told me he was doing everything right. He'd switched to margarine instead of butter and used vegetable corn oil because the label promised 0 cholesterol. His voice was filled with frustration. "Doctor, I'm trying so hard, but I just keep feeling worse." Here's the problem. That processed corn, the high fructose corn syrup in your sodas, the refined corn oil, the cornstarch thickeners in your sauces, is loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. Your body needs omega-6, but it needs it in a delicate balance with omega-3, like a perfectly even scale. Our ancestors' diets maintain this balance. Today, our diet is so skewed that we consume up to 20 times more inflammatory omega-6 than we should. Imagine your body is a house. An excess of omega-6 is like setting a tiny, slow-burning fire in every single room. You don't notice the flames at first, but silently, day after day, it's damaging the walls, the wiring, the very structure of the house. This is silent inflammation, and it wreaks havoc on the endothelium, the delicate lining of your blood vessels. And here's the connection most doctors won't make for you. That lining produces a miracle molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the master switch that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing blood to flow with power and purpose. When the endothelium is inflamed, nitric oxide production plummets. The result? Stiff arteries, high blood pressure, and a weak trickle of blood flow where there should be a torrent, including to the one place a man wants it most. For Javier, we eliminated all those refined oils and dramatically increased his omega-3s with salmon, sardines, and a quality fish oil supplement. Within a month, his joint pain vanished. But the true victory came one morning with an excited phone call. "Doctor, you won't believe it," he said, his voice buzzing with life. "For the first time in 2 years, I woke up like a man again." A morning erection is the body's clearest signal that your vascular health is being restored. The third enemy is the most ironic of all because it's hailed as a superfood: spinach. Specifically, large amounts of raw spinach. Miguel, a 67-year-old from Madrid, was a health nut. Every morning, he'd blend a massive green smoothie with nearly a pound of raw spinach, thinking he was flooding his body with nutrients. Instead, he felt increasingly weak, his libido had vanished, and his blood work revealed why. His testosterone was low, but even more telling, his zinc levels were in the basement. He was eating zinc-rich foods, so where was it going? The culprit has a name: oxalates. Raw spinach is one of the highest sources of oxalates, and these compounds are like tiny thieves in your gut. They latch onto essential minerals like zinc, calcium, and magnesium, and escort them right out of your body before you can absorb them. With every sip of his healthy smoothie, Miguel was flushing the single most important mineral for his masculinity down the drain. Zinc is gold for a man's body. It's non-negotiable for producing testosterone, ensuring prostate health, and maintaining sperm quality. But please, don't stop eating spinach. The problem isn't the spinach itself, but how it's prepared. By simply cooking it, sautéing it for just 2 or 3 minutes, you drastically reduce the oxalates. This simple act liberates the minerals, finally allowing your body to use them. When Miguel swapped his raw smoothie for a delicious omelet with sautéed spinach, his zinc and testosterone levels began to climb. Within weeks, his strength returned, his mood lifted, and yes, his confidence in the bedroom came roaring back. Now that you know the enemies, let me reveal the heroes. These are 3 vegetables I consider essential for any man over 65. They're not exotic or expensive, they're hiding in plain sight. Our first hero is the undisputed champion of circulation, the beet. If high blood pressure and poor circulation are your nemesis, the beet is your personal cavalry. Beets are one of nature's richest sources of dietary nitrates. When you eat them, your body converts these nitrates into that magical molecule, nitric oxide. It's like unkinking a garden hose, turning a weak dribble into a powerful, cleansing flow. But here's the secret: it must be fresh. Canned or pickled beets have had their power destroyed by heat and processing. You want them raw and grated in a salad, lightly roasted or steamed. Our second hero is broccoli, but it comes with a crucial instruction manual. The key to masculine vitality isn't just more testosterone. It's also about managing excess estrogen. Broccoli and its cousins, like cauliflower, contain a compound called sulforaphane, which acts as a hormonal cleanup crew for your liver, helping it detoxify and eliminate excess estrogen. But sulforaphane is incredibly delicate. If you boil your broccoli into a lifeless, olive green mush, or nuke it in the microwave. You destroy it. The secret is to steam it for just 3 to 4 minutes until it's bright green and still has a crisp bite. This brings us to our third hero, the silent guardian of your testosterone, the common white mushroom. As we age, an enzyme called aromatase becomes more active. Think of it as a testosterone thief. Its job is to steal your precious testosterone and convert it into estrogen. Research shows that simple white mushrooms contain compounds that naturally inhibit this enzyme. They don't make more testosterone. They act as bodyguards, protecting the testosterone you already have. Sauté them in olive oil with a little garlic a few times a week. It's that simple. Finally, for those who have stayed with me, here is a bonus tip, a secret weapon. We've talked about zinc, but there's another mineral that can make a huge difference: boron. Boron is a trace mineral that helps reduce a protein called SHBG, which acts like a handcuff on your testosterone, rendering it useless. By lowering SHBG, boron frees up more of your testosterone to do its work. You don't need fancy supplements. A couple of dates, a handful of raisins, or half an avocado are all fantastic sources. Now that your kitchen is your ally and not your enemy, let's build upon that foundation. Because true, lasting vitality is about more than just food. Think of it as building a house. The diet is the unshakable foundation, but you still need to build the walls and the roof. Let's start with the master regulator of all your hormones: sleep. You can eat a perfect diet, but if you are consistently getting only 5 or 6 hours of poor quality sleep, you are fighting an uphill battle. It's during the deep stages of sleep that your body does its most important repair work, including the peak production of testosterone. Sacrificing sleep is like asking a factory to run without its night shift. Production simply grinds to a halt. Your goal should be 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. Make your bedroom a sanctuary. Keep it dark, quiet, and cool. Power down all screens at least an hour before bed. The blue light from phones and TVs tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, disrupting the natural release of melatonin, your sleep hormone. Next, we must tame the stress beast. In our modern world, we live in a state of chronic, low-grade stress. This keeps our primary stress hormone, cortisol, perpetually elevated. Think of cortisol and testosterone as being on a seesaw. When cortisol is high, testosterone is forced down. It's a survival mechanism. Your body can't be in a fight or flight state and a rest and build state at the same time. You must find ways to actively lower your cortisol. This doesn't require a trip to a monastery. It can be as simple as a 10-minute walk outside in the middle of the day, leaving your phone behind. It can be 5 minutes of conscious, deep belly breathing before a meal. It can be choosing to spend time with people who lift you up, not drag you down. These small acts of calm send a powerful signal to your body that it is safe, allowing cortisol to fall and testosterone to rise. Then there is movement. I don't just mean exercise. I mean moving your body the way it was designed to move. A sedentary life is a direct signal to your body that strength and vitality are no longer needed. The single most powerful form of movement for boosting testosterone is resistance training. This doesn't mean you have to become a bodybuilder. It can be bodyweight exercises at home. Squats, push-ups, lunges. Lifting heavy things, including your own body, sends an undeniable message to your hormonal system. I need to be strong. This stimulates muscle growth, and muscle is a metabolically active organ that helps regulate your entire hormonal symphony. Combine this with consistent, low-intensity movement like daily walking. A walk after dinner not only helps with digestion and blood sugar control, but also serves as a gentle way to manage stress. Finally, don't forget the simplest elements of all: sunlight and water. Vitamin D, which our bodies produce in response to sunlight, is not actually a vitamin, it's a steroid hormone. It is a fundamental building block for testosterone. Just 15 to 20 minutes of direct sun on your skin a few times a week can make a profound difference. And water? Every single metabolic process, every hormonal signal, every nutrient delivery happens in a water-based solution. Being even mildly dehydrated puts a massive strain on your entire system. Start your day with a large glass of water and keep sipping throughout the day. Look, your body is ready and waiting. It has an incredible capacity to heal. All it needs are the right signals. Eliminate the hormonal imposters. Bring in the nutritional heroes. Prioritize sleep. Manage stress. Move your body and get some sun. This isn't a diet. It's a decision to reclaim the man you have always been. Strong, capable, full of life. The choice is yours. You can accept decline as inevitable, or you can choose vitality. Your best years are not behind you. They are right in front of you, waiting for you to take that first step. Start today. Start now.